Karen, and I'm back with the Lorax Part 2. When we last left the story of the Lorax, the Onceler family had all been brought to work in the factory and make lots and lots of needs. And you see there the cart bringing in more and more truffula trees. And then the axe was created to knock down more truffula trees at once. The super axe hacker. And then the Lorax came again to complain to the Onceler and to tell him that the brown barbaloots were leaving because they were hungry. There was not enough truffula fruit for them. You remember that. It said, I felt sad as I watched them go, but business is business, and business must grow, regardless of crummies in tummies, you know. Then, again he came back. I was fixing some pipes when that old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. I am the Lorax, he coughed and he whiffed. He sneezed and he snuffled. He snargled, he sniffed. Onceler, he cried with a crofulous croak. Onceler, you're making such smogulous smoke. My poor swami swans, why they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat. And look, the poor swans, not only can they not sing, they can hardly breathe. And you see he's working on his machinery as usual, the Onceler, making more needs. And so, said the Lorax, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape the smog you've smogged up around here. And you see, off they go to try to find some air they can breathe. What's more, snapped the Lorax. His dander was up. Let me say a few words about gluppity-glup. Your machinery chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity-glup also, schloppity-schlop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old Onceler man, you. Here you see the machines making the gluppity-glup and the schloppity-schlop. And the Lorax leads the Onceler, and he shows him, you're clumping the pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum, for their gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is dreary. They'll walk on their fins and get woefully weary in search of some water that isn't so smeary. And here you see them, with the awful residue from the machinery and the making of the needs. And here they go, trying to look for some fresh water. And the Onceler says, and then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled at the Lorax, now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap, yap, and say, bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend to go on doing just what I do. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering turning more truffula trees into needs, which everyone needs. You see, here he is, making his statement, what he's allowed and has the right to do. And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard the tree fall, the very last truffula tree of them all. Look at all the trees that have come down there. And there's the last one. No more trees, no more threads, no more needs, no more work to be done. So in time, my uncles and aunts, every one, all waved me goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smuggered stars. Now all that was left 'neath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax, and I. And off the family goes. There's no more work, no more needs, no more truffula trees. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance, just gave me a very sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he hoisted himself and took leave of this place through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. And there he goes, the Lorax, escaping into the sky. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with the one word, unless. Whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess. Now you see, there's the pile of rocks with the word, unless. That was long, long ago, but each day since that day, I've sat here and worried away through the years while my buildings have fallen apart. I've worried about it with all of my heart. But now, says the Onceler, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Someone like you. You see a little boy standing on unless. Someone like you. So, catch, calls the Onceler. He lets something fall. It's a truffula seed. It's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds, and truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula, treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back. You see, he throws down the seed, and the little boy is left to bring back the truffula trees. This book is unusual because it's printed on recycled paper, which means fewer trees were used. And if you want to know more about saving trees, you can go to the Lorax Foundation, which is started by Dr. Seuss and the people at Random House. And we can be very grateful to them for spreading this word and for investing in the future for kids like you. So that's the end of the Lorax. Thanks for sharing it with me. Bye.